Alright, hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Last time, well, the base went on, we're trying to continue things, and in this episode, I'm going to start the system up, because I want to get my oxygen up and running. I said I was going to wait till 100, but I don't think anybody really cares that much about it. One thing I do plan on doing, we're going to hit Cycle 100. We're going to hit Cycle 100 or die trying. That's what I'm planning on doing right now. Also, I didn't think about this before, there's all this polluted oxygen that's just going to get into the base, so I'm probably going to want to deal with that. And yeah, I don't really have any real plans other than just moving on out, try to expand, maybe build a couple more farms just because, well, we probably are going to need the food. And yeah, it's going to let the game be rolling. Alright, here we go. We got the water flowing, which is good. Sure, if you check out the temperatures, it's not gonna work. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. I do need to get this system more or less running to get rid of all. Wrong thing. Get rid of all the gases in here. That's a lot of carbon dioxide. But yeah, as you can actually see, all that cool is actually going straight into the environment, which is exactly what I wanted. And coming out hotter. So this stuff is coming at negative 1.8. And yeah, obviously as the room gets hotter, it's gonna get warmer and whatnot. And then this guy is taking the salt water, turning it into normal water. We do lose some mass out of this, but that's just because of everything going on. And there we go. We got oxygen in the system now. We got all that. And so this guy, this gas pump, will essentially suck all of the carbon dioxide and everything else from the bottom down there eventually, which will then just get sucked up and go out here until we eventually get to the point where the hydrogen generator can start getting everything. But yeah, we can even just see how this is going right now. Oh, right, I don't have an output for this. Oops. I did not think that far ahead. That was my bad. Thankfully, though, they can just easily get to that. Let's make that priority 9 just to get that done, like, now. And yeah, once this room actually fills up with hydrogen, actually we can see some hydrogen going right there. And go into there and get the system running. Is that running a little bit better than I hoped. Issue, though, is that this thing's going to be running no matter what when it gets hydrogen. Which, well, in one part is fine, but at the same time I would like to try and keep it... Try to keep some hydrogen for backup, just in case something happens. So I'm going to want a smart battery, which is another 200 refined metal. I'm going to have to put it down probably here when this... Yeah, I'll probably put it there. But we'll leave the smart battery to this guy that only go off when the battery is below a certain point, and then blah blah blah. But yeah, as we can see, despite the oxygen and whatnot coming out hot, it's getting chilled down just from being in the room. Also, I have these guys set to be only going off at above 750 for the oxygen and above 500 for the hydrogen. Issue being that we just need to actually get enough, and yeah, there's a lot of oxygen in the room right now. But that's good, because we want the oxygen. So then I'll go out into the base and whatnot, and yeah, my guys are kind of dying right now due to all this carbon dioxide. They really can't breathe at the moment. Oh, shoot. Okay, good timing on my part. Just about to see what is down here. I forgot all about this. It's a geyser of some kind. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a carbon dioxide one. Oh, please be some food. It's another Slickster lava, which I'm assuming the other one died, possibly due to starvation? No? I don't know where the other one went. I don't think we don't remember telling them to kill it. I just don't know where it went either. Cause yeah, we have no food. We were doing fine on food and now we got no food, so I really can't support another duplicant. So another little goop is fine. Also, I had somebody telling me, picking duplicant face around their hair when they're gonna wear a helmet is not the best, so fine, we'll take the hat off of Gray. It's... Oh, you can't reach that far, can you? You guys are in the wrong spot. God dang it. I need to move them. I need to move them over by one tile. There we go. Now these ranches are actually all automated. Okay, and this setup right now is exactly how I wanted this all to be. So there's oxygen down here, but that's fine. This guy will eventually suck out that oxygen and get that out of there. Eventually, yeah, making it perfect, just like this. It's now a room filled with nothing but hydrogen. So hydrogen will never go down here, and as long as hydrogen stays up there, that's fine. Oxygen stays down here, and this should be a self-sustaining system once we get the power hooked up. I'm gonna tell this guy to, request to be at 75. No, when the power gets below 25, it'll send a green signal, which will go down here, and cause the hydrogen generator to run. When it hits 75% of the battery, it'll send a red signal telling this guy to shut off, and won't turn green again until it gets below 25. So if I can just get the wiring done, we should be able to get rid of this. Also, hold on. I will have to disconnect this. I forgot about that. But that's fine, because I can use a wire bridge, which I haven't used yet, to just jump over that middle line, and hook this over to the main system. It's gonna do that. And there we go. In theory, this should all be now self-powered. It's got at 75, that one at 500. I also expanded upon my ventilation system, so now I got oxygen going here, going over here, and also up here. I'm happy about it being up here, because the cool oxygen coming out should hopefully help counteract some of this heat. Should go to the ventilation. Yes, at 19 degrees Celsius. Surprising. Yeah, you can just see the heat that's just... Well, how that heat is really affecting the room. Because, again, it's coming in at negative 1.5, and then it heats up to 4, 5, 8. Yeah, it really heats up because of these guys, and then it's leaving at, like, 13 degrees Celsius. And then it's going to the system to get heated up again, so yeah. Still, that's a little bit chilled. Yeah, also, I think... Hold on, because I forgot about you. Where are you? You are an infectious polluted oxygen vent. Okay. So, this guy will give you oxygen, however it's polluted with slime lung. It's also polluted, so... I guess if you wanted to ranch... Oh, what are they called? Puffs! There's a free way of getting slime. The issue being that it's at 60 degrees Celsius. And do puffs even like it that hot? Oh, puffed. It's a little bit too hot for them. It's survivable, but not comfortable. But yeah, it's a way of essentially I'll use it. I definitely want to try and use everything that I can that's available to me. I can't do anything with that hydrogen vent over here because that's just way too hot right now. Also, yay, this is done. This is active 62 cycles out of 113. This guy won't be active again until another 40 cycles almost. But it gives out a lot at a time, so that's good. Also can see some more stuff down here, and I told them to explore up here. Yes! Computer desk with some more... Nope, nothing. No files, no nothing. No news story for us to get, but we do have another null vacillator that we can have someone go in here. And Gray, because I like you, I'm gonna have you go in here. It was still dealing with the whole issue of the cold, although apparently there was so much sleet wheat grain just lying around that I've been able to turn it into frost buns. Although I think some of it is unavailable to me at the moment. Also, if you can't build on something, like I'm trying to build through this, but I can't, it means there's a ladder already there, but it got blocked by ice or sand or something. Oh, there's something else down here. Oh, I didn't know I could actually inspect this. I see if I can salvage anything from the electronics. I should add it to the database. Husbandry notes. The hatch has been selected for development due to its naturally wide range of potential food sources. Energy production is our primary goal, but augmentation to allow for the consumption of non-organic materials is more attainable for a step, and will have an additional use of waste disposal. Log ends. Log begins. The Morb has been selected for development based on its ability to perform a multitude of waste breakdown functions, typical for healthy ecosystems. Design should focus on eliminating the disease risk posed by a fully matured Morb specimen. The puff may be suited for serving a sustainable decontamination wall. Potential design must focus on the efficiency of these processes. Wheezewort is an ideal selection due to their low nutrient requirements and a natural terraforming capabilities. Designs of the creatures should focus on enhancing their natural influence on ambient temperatures. Yeah, I forgot. I could also do that in this room. Just put down more of these farm tiles and just Wheezewort it. The preliminary hatch gene splices were successful. The prolific mucus excretions are typical of the species are now producing hydrocarbons at an incredible pace. The creature has essentially become a free source of burnable coal. Bioluminescence is always a novelty, but little time should be spent on perfecting those insects from here on out. The project has more pressing concerns than Well, alright then. Project has more pressing concerns than light sources, particularly now that the low-light vegetation issue has been solved. Yeah, only one plant that I know of requires light, and that's Blistle Blossoms. Geneticist. The primary concern raised by this project is now the variability of the environment that colonies may now focus to deal with. The creatures we send with the settlement party will now have the time to evolve and adapt to new environments. Yet each creature has been chosen to play a vital role in the colony sustainability and thus too precious to risk loss. It follows that each organism we design must be equipped with the tools to survive in as many volatile environments as we are capable of planning for. We should not rely on the pod alone to replenish creature populations. Yes. Okay, let's see what you get. Woo! Gray, the brain is vibrating. They never felt better. Got the beefsteak trait. The Stupidans got muscles on their muscles and got plus 10 to their strength. Okay, well. This is both a blessing and a curse. I forgot to think about before. So, the hydrogen generator is being told to go offline because the battery got full. However, the pipe has actually filled up with extra hydrogen. That's both a good thing and a bad thing, because I can actually use that to power the main base. I can just have all the extra just go straight over this way. Issue being, I need to tell the I need to make sure that the gas goes to here first, and then out to the rest of the base. I'm going to use 2 gas bridges to do that. First one is going to go this way, and the other one, I'm going to have, well, I'm gonna say I didn't give myself, like, the best space to do all this. So for right now, just for this demonstration, we'll go like this. So, bridge 1, so it goes over here. We'll just ignore this. Goes to bridge 1, which tells it to go over there. We got bridge 2, which we're just gonna cut off. So essentially, it's go over here. If you can't go over here because that's full, you go over to this one. And then we'll just literally have the gas just go straight down and over to the other generator. And so this guy will just, as long as he keeps getting natural gas, he will keep on working. But because I want to get the oxygen system back up and running, like all my problems, priority 9 it, just to get it done now. I knew that would happen eventually, I just didn't think it was going to happen this quickly. Another thing I could do, shoot, is, do I actually have that researched yet? Yes, a gas reservoir. We could actually put down a gas reservoir, have the extra stuff go in here, and then go out. If we want to do another thing with a smart battery saying, hey, only activate if we need power, otherwise shut off. I'm just going to do this because it should hopefully mean that we don't have duplicates running on batteries all the time. Okay, well, Puffet. I'll take a Puffet because I'm hoping to eventually get an egg out of you, and then go back to what this room was really meant to be for Puffet eggs. Okay, one nice thing is that because hydrogen has nowhere to go, it's still in collapse. Okay, I think you're fine. Because the hydrogen had nowhere to go, it doesn't just go into the pipe. But as soon as this thing gets finished... What is your construction rate? Because you all are so slow, skills. Construction of 0, alright. That is built, and now the hydrogen is allowed to flow. Okay, that's good, considering the fact that if the hydrogen got too far down, it could have been picked up by these guys. Well, yeah, it kind of did, but it's an issue, just because it's just getting more stuff in there. Who is suffocating and why? Because you're not going up before you're going down. Ooh! I was gonna say I know exactly what this is, but highlighting over it kind of spoils it. An anti-entropy thermal nullifier. Not the most impressive thing in the entire world, on the entire game, but essentially, it's a device that actually lets you delete heat. Also, another vent, so I know what we're doing, guys. The guys are probably like, come on, we just finally dug all the way down here, now you're making us dig again. Give us a break, you son of a biscuit. Oh, I just got an achievement. What achievement did I just get? Oxygen included. Distribute 1,000 kilograms of oxygen using gas vents. Okay. Not too difficult. Nothing too difficult. Okay, now we're getting these guys set up. I have a lot of sleep weed. Good God! It's been finding that all over the place. Also, when you see things like this, it's 25.369. How do you only have 0.369 of a seed? It's because Paku only eat like 1/3 of a seed. So that's how. Also, I should have realized before. Sleep wheat. Oh, sleep wheat. Wheezewort is great to have next to the Drekos because they poop out the phosphorus. So literally, it's just taking it here and putting it over there. Especially if you got issues worrying about the heat. Oh, wow, yeah, you can really see these guys in action. They just started pretty much, and wow. 31 over here compared to 26. Good. Good, wow. Like, they're doing a better job of the heat than I was hoping that the gas pipes would do. Ooh! Ooh, a Volpup! So, they are a bit annoying to deal with. They will eat, I want to say, almost anything. And then poop out a block of half of what they eat. But, I want to say, they give you a lot of meat. Let's look that up real quick. Yeah, these guys will give you 16,000 calories of meat. That's a lot of food. Hatches, by contrast, give you 3,200. They give you a lot of meat. But as I said, they will eat anything and then poop out a block. And there is very little that they cannot dig through. So they can be a bit of a pain to deal with. However, if we can, say, get them on a block tile that is on its own, they... Okay, I was gonna say, they kind of look like Drekos, the way they can go around a room. Unless you have a metal tile, which I did not research, because... Well, I wasn't expect... One, I didn't want to do research, but I really should get back into that now that things seem to be going okay. Because I'm gonna hold it off right now, because... As I said, they act just like Drekos, and they can try to jump tiles a couple of spaces away. I think if I put a shovel right here, it'll be fine. We just obviously need to be able to get up to that. Because they can jump on ladders, and that little shovel can just keep living its life on this, and then whatnot. Made a mess! What? Oh! Shoot, I didn't realize this either! This backed up. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the polluted water in here, and when that is done, I'm just gonna have it go down here and go into some hydroponics. Essentially to be turned into... what's it called? Shoot, I didn't have a phone nearby. Thermoreeds, that's it. Because these guys actually want polluted oxygen. Polluted water, I mean. One thing I can do to remedy this right now is empty the pipes. So I can come over here and empty out these pipes. To let the water start to flow again. Okay, you can always see this guy being annoying. Just going all over the place. Okay. Yep, there we go. Showing his navigation. I can see he can only go around this one block, so he's not going anywhere. Now, this guy will eventually grow older and lay an egg and whatnot. And when that comes, I'll have to make sure that I get the egg up here. In fact, let's put another block up here so I can just put a storage bin. And make sure that he can't escape. Okay, yeah, it seems like he cannot escape. Perfect, okay. So yeah, this guy will essentially live. Eventually we will try to actually tame them. The dirt, iron ore, and regolith. Oh, I thought they could eat everything. Regolith is something we're not going to get until we actually hit space. But essentially this guy's a great way of actually getting rid of regolith, so that we don't have an infinite amount. And the nice thing is that he eats this, he poops it, we dig it out, and he can eat it again. It's disgusting! But it works. And that's essentially, as I said, regolith is something that we're going to get essentially a limitless supply of when we get to space. So I'm not worried about it too much. So yeah, it will mean that raising Volpups is essentially the end game for food production. Stonehenge are the beginning, and Volpups are the end game. Unless you want to feed it dirt. And you might think, oh yeah, dirt is fine, like, there's so much dirt, until you actually run out of dirt. It doesn't happen too often, but when it does, you're just in one of those, oh, shoot, now what, situations. And the only way to get dirt is by taking, what's it, polluted dirt? Polluted dirt, and then sifting it through compost to get normal dirt. Okay, there we go. Metal tile and metal refinery. Metal refinery is something I actually should have made a long time ago. However, since I know I'm so close to the edge of the world, I think I actually want to dig out this way and actually hit the edge of the world. The metal refinery is great. I think I mentioned this before. It's essentially a one-to-one. It just requires a lot of power and liquid cooling, which I was planning on using the Slickster and this crude oil that we've been getting to possibly do that. Using that oil for cooling, well, cooling, air quotes. And essentially trying to use it to... Blah, 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 my brain's not working right now. Plan on using it for stuff, I just need other stuff to get stuff, to do stuff, and stuff. Okay, another thing is that, just like before, with the gas, I want to make sure that this polluted oxygen is going back to the base first, and then shooting up... Wait. Yeah, I want it like this. Okay. I want to make sure that the polluted water is first going into the sifter, into the plumbing, which is the first one, and then shooting up for the rest of the base. Also, if someone would like to get rid of this polluted water, I'd be happy. How are we doing for food? We only have to eat 100,000 left, so yes, it does seem like Carnivore we will achieve, which I am happy about, because I have never achieved that one yet. As for this one, we are like 1/10 of the way there. Granted, having the hydrogen generator set up with the oxygen set up is making this so much easier. We do have people running on the batteries every so often, but I mean, not as often as they used to. Also, let's get more research done, because why not? Oh, shoot, a second anti-entropy thing. That's cool. And right next to this, so if I decide to put my oxygen production here, I can just have extra hydrogen go over that way. Oh, and we actually are on... Okay, I've actually hit the edges of the world. Thought this world was going to be bigger than this, but no. Because this is the end of the world right here. And the end of the world is on, well, right over here. Surprised it's surrounded by, like, well, not surrounded, but I'm surprised it's cold areas on both sides. Okay, well, we got time for another duplicate. Good news is, we got plenty of food. Although 8,000 of that is from Mush Fry, meaning that we're still using the Micro Musher when I really don't want to, but we have Frost Buns, which is something I don't want to rely too heavily on, considering how long they take. They take forever and a day to grow. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I got some right down here, yes. Wild grown takes 72 cycles. They take forever to grow. Domesticated, they take 18 days, but require dirt and water, which doesn't sound too bad, but their body temperature wants to be at wants to be at between negative 55 to 5 degrees Celsius. It wants to be cold. Like near water freezing cold. And you need to actually put in water, making it a very difficult plant to actually fully domesticate. I will try to do this, but definitely not today, which is why I definitely don't want to rely on trying to do sleet wheat. And how much does that even take to make bread? Frostbun is 3 units of sleet wheat. Okay, not as much. I thought it was 6. And it does give you, like, 12,000 calories, but I don't know if that's really worth it in the long run. I'm willing to do that now just because I have so much just lying around, but definitely not. Other things, we got a meal life, which is easy to get. Peku fillet, which is turning into cooked seafood. Meat, that I'm turning into barbecue. So, yeah, I think we can handle another duplicant, but I only got 2 options. What do we got? Biohazardous and Ludite? An iron gut compared to handy and uncultured. Digging compared to farming. But honestly, I don't really care too much about either of you, and Abe, I think I already got one of you. So I got a duplicate. Wait, hold on. I got a... what do I got? Okay, so we finally got a ruby. I'm thinking that 23 and 24 are going to be labeled as black and white. I've been saving those guys for like the last ones to go onto the entire thing. I'm just afraid people are going to see the names and just get offended, because people always get offended by every little thing. I'm also going to need a new bedroom, so I guess over here is better than nowhere. Okay, this one's new to me. I just noticed this one. Geotuner. Increase the temperature and output of analyzed geysers. You can have multiple geotuners can be directed to a single geyser anywhere on an asteroid, so they don't even have to be near them. That's interesting. What was that? Utilities? I found it. I went right past it. Stations? Stations, yeah. It only requires 120 watts of power. Needs to be in a laboratory, it looks like. Dedicated room. Huh. The target geyser receives stored amplification data when it erupts. Interesting. I have to look into that one, because that one could be useful. That one might be more useful for, say, the hydrogen geyser than, say, the salt ones, because I want these things cold. There's something to keep an eye on, then. That's interesting. It sounds interesting. Whether or not it will be interesting is another matter entirely. And we still haven't gotten out that far yet, but they're getting close. Okay. Yeah, getting free copper would be nice, but I really want to try and get my 24 duplicates sooner rather than later. So, a pacifist, a yokel, an empathetic yokel, or a loud snorer. Snoring, actually, I'm surprised it took this long to find a snorer. So, because they snore, they are loud when they sleep, and if anyone is near them when this person is trying to sleep, they will be woken up. It is honestly not all that bad if you just keep duplicates on different sleep schedules. Just have this guy's bed next to other people's beds that are going to be walking, and you're perfectly fine. You are a decorating farming cook, you are a farmer, and you are a suit wearer. Suit wearing is okay, but, like, on its own, it's not really all that great of a skill. mean, it's great for the speed, but that's about it. You know what? I'll take a duplicate that wants to do a lot of things at this rate, rather than just wanting one. So, Max, welcome aboard. I actually need a color for you. Actually, instead of looking one up, I don't think I have a peach yet, so peach. Oh, well, the game just spoiled this to me. Dang it. I now know what this is. Also, is that? No, that's water. Okay. We got a leaky oil fissure, which erupts boiling crude oil at over 300 degrees Celsius. So, okay, this one's cool on the fact that, as far as I know, I don't think these things ever stop. I want to say they just constantly erupt, because it says right here, eruption, 600 seconds of 600 seconds. So I want to think there's a way of just constantly getting crude oil, which is cool. You just don't get a lot at one time. Is what I want to say the issue, well, issue is. The other issue being that it's so hot, I don't have anything that could actually accept this stuff, like plummet through, unless I get a pitcher pump, because the only part of the pitcher pump that actually gets hot is this part up here. The straw does not actually receive any of the heat. So it's cool that I could essentially use that for whatnot. Also, I don't think this guy is going to work, but I probably should also just wall him off to be safe. Until I'm ready for him. Did we do it? Carnivore! Yes! Have duplicates eat 400,000 calories of critter meat before the 100th cycle. First time I've done this. And I have it offline, so the achievement actually didn't show up. Hopefully it will soon. As for suicidal, we are nowhere close! Oh my god, that one's gonna take forever. But I'm so happy to at least have that one out of the way, because I believe... I want to say that's the only one that's time-based. Because everything else, I think, is just doable now. Turn of the Century, we just get 100, Space Race, get the space. Like, everything else, I think, is completely fine, and nothing is wrong. Although, some of them are going to be a little bit more annoying. Like this one, finding a gassy moon, a place like Clone, we're almost there. Not 0K, another one I've never done yet. Super Sustainable is just annoying. Tubular is easy, Get a Room is easy. 1 Year to be exact, easy. Slick, very easy. Art Undergrounder, easy enough. They got better, I just need to actually make a sick bay, which I haven't done yet. Finely Tuned is just going to be a little bit annoying, but easy enough once we get to space, because I'm not worried about, quote, wasting refined metal. Pulling back the Veil, working on that one, just by revealing the map. Down the hatch, I need to get smooth hatches and then have them eat ore, so I'll try to do my best on that one. Immovable Object, easy enough. Easy Living is have auto sweepers outperform duplicates. That one should be easy enough, assuming I just don't have any duplicates really doing anything for a while. Worst case scenario, I'll just have duplicates, like, barricaded in an area where they can just survive and let auto sweepers take care of everything. But job sustainability. All duplicates need to complete an exosuit errand for 10 cycles. So every duplicate needs to be in an exosuit for the time. Yeah, every duplicate needs to be in an exosuit and perform an action in a day, and do that for 10 days. That one will be a little bit annoying, but based around ideas that I have for rooms and whatnot, I'm not too worried about it. But yes, I'm just so happy with that one out of the way. The most annoying achievement in the game is probably out of the way. Well, the most difficult achievement is out of the way. The most annoying one is just super sustainable. Also, I almost got this room set up. I just need to get the gas pump down here ready to go. This automation, and then we can just get this one tile here. We can open up this doorway, and then bingo, bango, bongo, we are good to go. Oh. Also, I have to get power, but we'll deal with that in time. And I think I'm gonna make a cut here. I've been at this for a while now, and I have other things I need to do today, but the video is not gonna be over with. They ain't for me, but let's see what future me has in store. Alright, and I'm back a completely other day from where I left things off, and haven't really did too much, just told my duplicates to attack some Drekos out and about. And I've been thinking about the... Hello there, New Day. I've been thinking about the achievements, and since one of them requires me getting smooth hatches, I think we should go into that. Now, I have two options. One is that I can just wait for the hatches to eventually just give me a smooth hatch. It's a 2% chance. So, honestly, sooner rather than later, I should be getting a smooth hatch, or, like, multiple. Or I can try and do things my way. That being, I'm going to essentially get rid of everything that's in this one. Going to tell them to essentially just clean that up and get that out of here. And we're going to fill this thing with, if I can find... Yes. We're going to fill it with gold amalgam. I'll keep the copper. I definitely want to keep the iron. Well, in my head, I want to keep the iron. Even though gold and iron are two things, unless they got changed, that we can get a lot of later on. So I have no problem, quote, wasting the gold on that. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And yeah, also you can just see just all that yucky, yucky green polluted oxygen in here. If we go to the overlay, there is a lot of food poisoning germs. However, food poisoning germs do not bother you if you breathe it in. Food poisoning germs are only bad if you eat. Like, if your duplicates contain it and then eat something. So washing their hands from food poisoning germs is not an issue at all. Or it's rarely an issue. Also, I don't know why you're doing that. Disable disinfect. Okay, the frost must have had whatchamacallit on it. Slime lung somehow. Oh, sage hatchlings. No. No, 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 no. Get those out of here. They happen from when hatches eat dirt, and they just aren't worth it. So they take dirt and give you coal. I guess that's a one-to-one. They eat slime, so that's another use for slime. Algae, phosphorus. I guess if anything, I would get these just for the slime, but even then, I don't know if that's really going to be worth it. Because then you're in slime, and you have to deal with everything else that goes with that. You might look at this and you think, oh, like, I can just feed them food. No, that's... If we go up to... Yeah, 7,000 calories to only, like, 600 grams. So it's not a good ratio. It's a very small ratio, comparatively. Do not feed them food. And right off the bat, a new printable. Ooh, Oxyfern. So, this is a seed. It's better when it's actually planted normally. But it will take in carbon dioxide and turn that into oxygen. So it's essentially a free way of getting rid of carbon dioxide. I want to say if it's planted. Let's actually see if I can actually find that without having to have it out. Oxyfern. Yeah, when you actually plant it, it wants water and dirt. So as I said, it's much better when it's planted wild, or if we can get another animal that we haven't found yet called pips. But, well, I haven't found... I'm not going to find them on this map. The only way I'm going to get pips is through this. I really don't have a better idea at the moment, so sky blue it is. Oh, and with that, we just got ourselves another achievement. No place like Cologne. Have 20 duplicates living in the colony at one time. Only 4 more, and I'll have all the duplicates I'm ever going to want. Welcome aboard, Magenta. I'll have you be a cook. It also just occurred to me, I don't think I had a bed for... I did not have a bed for Sky Blue this entire time. Oops. Alright, well, I accidentally made a mistake. I had this green output and this white input connected by accident. So all of my water that was supposed to be backed up here kinda went out and about. So that's just something to keep in mind of. Make sure you get your piping correct, otherwise... I saw the thing say toilet out of order, I'm like, what? That's not right. Also, baby Draclets, I swear to God, they look like old grannies to me. I know right where my cursor is, that's an eye. But I swear, that looks like an eye. That looks like glasses going over the nose. They look like grannies, like white hair and everything. I find them adorable. Also, while I've been away, we're up to cycle almost 94, and I finally got myself one smooth hatchling egg that I'm now incubating. So once that guy is actually up and going, we can get these stone hatches out of here, more or less, and then get that smooth boy up here to start eating and start giving me refined metal. Also, I'm having an issue with food. I was wondering what happened to all my food, and I completely forgot. We were surviving off of Frostbun for so long, so now... yeah, we have to go back in the mush fry. We're, like, in that Dire Strait. However, we got a lot of duplicants, but not a lot really going on. Been trying to fix some things, trying to get the water and my Paku out of this and moving them over to another little pond over here. Same thing with this. I've been moving this over just because I want to get this. Maybe I don't want to get rid of it entirely. I'm on the fence. I don't want to get rid of it entirely. Just move it. I did want to move it so that I get my ladder segment to go all the way down alongside my fire pole that can also go all the way down. Although I will have to deal with that, but yeah, that's water under the bridge. My big project for right now, though, is this. This is just because my duplicates were complaining about not doing anything. Also, I went to priority 4, not priority 5, guys. Or 9. This is just something that they'll be working on if they ever get to the point where it's like, we don't know what to do, we're bored. So they can work on that and start digging out this entire area for what I have planned in the future. Also, something I didn't notice, despite the fact it should have been obvious for the longest time. Or maybe I didn't, because I didn't go over here. I got another geyser, natural gas geyser. Very nice one to have. It will... it will release natural gas, big surprise, which is a good way, it's essentially a free source of energy. However, I can't use that until I get the super sustainable, and that's still a long ways off. And I'm also waiting for this puff to, well, give me an egg. Also, there's a lot of polluted oxygen in this room right now. They're getting popped eardrums from going in there. Oops. Wait, where did you come from, little hatchling? I don't know where you came from. This room is also coming along. Granted, we still have another. We go for like grams, micrograms, then we got like milligrams. So this room is still going to take a good long time to actually get everything out of here. But it's working. That's the main thing. Oh, I also forgot. I dug open a pit over here just to connect the two locations and make it a little bit easier for people to get back and forth. And just in time for a new printable. I'm not doing well on food, but I really don't care for either of these, to be honest with you. But I need something, so water it is. Alright, well, I don't like any of you, really, but Tan, hello there, and welcome to the group. Oh, we just got an achievement. What achievement did I just get? Oh, Art Undergrounder. Have a duplicate with the masterwork skill. Paint a masterpiece quality painting. Ah, okay. Here we go. Ah, Smooth Hatch. Adorable. Okay, sorry boys, but you can all get the heck out of here. And there we go, we got a Smooth Hatch, who will now come in here, start eating the gold amalgam, and pooping out pure gold. Or refined gold. And there we go, just like that, our first bit of refined gold. We're now on our way to whatever that one achievement was called. Down the hatch. We just need to get 10 tons of refined metal poop. And we only got 1 day left. Oh, here we go! Another thing that happened. These Drekos that I put into this room have finally become, well, Dreklets became Drekos. And because there's a grooming station in the room and a shearing station, they can get sheared. Now, I'm not too worried about these guys. They will eventually die to starvation. If we wanted to try and actually have them keep their scales or regrow their scales, they would have to be in a room with hydrogen. So I could have a room like this and then have hydrogen up on top. However, that only works as long as these guys are up on top. And you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to have these guys essentially just go into this room whenever possible, whenever I get them. And I really want the glossy Drekos for the simple fact that I want them for their plastic. Because I have builds in mind, but I need plastic to get it. And I haven't been digging down right now for like the longest time. Which I probably should, because down below somewhere should be oil. That's not that leaky oil fissure that's super freaking hot. And yeah, I think I'm about almost done with this one. A lot got done, especially in this last half, I feel. And I think it only took me about an hour or so. I don't know. I'm sure it might have taken me a long... Oh, it's not like another 2 hours. And I'm really hoping I'm not having 4 hours of footage to look through and mostly cut apart, but we'll find out what happens. Well, I'll find out what happens. Anybody watching this will just be watching watching the cycle go from like 80 to 96. And honestly, you're not going to be missing out on too much. Although I'm a little bit afraid, this guy... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, this water pool down here is almost getting empty. But it'll be active in 14 cycles, so that's good. I probably might have shown this before. I also got rid of that puff. I just broke open the door, killed it when the door was locked, barricaded this back up, and then put this guy back up into the open. So we can get that out. Because, like I was mentioning before, the chill is going to the tile. That tile is connecting to the gas, and that gas is connecting to this tile, thus making this a little bit hotter than it needs to be. That's why I'm trying to make this a vacuum, so that I don't have to worry about it too much. Again, I could have made it out of insulated tiles, but I didn't feel like, quote, wasting my time doing that. I'm doing a similar thing down here, which is going very slowly just from how this pump is being, well, built. If you notice, he stops every so often because he pumps, this area over here gets to 0 anything, and he's like, oh, I can't pump anything out. As you see, we're down to the micrograms, but as we get further away... I don't know, we're down to micrograms. Okay, so this one will actually be done sooner than I thought it would. Also, I have a lot of stuff going on right now on this one line, and I cannot tell you why. These guys aren't drawing power, these guys aren't drawing power most of the time. Oh, it's the desalinator, that's what's killing me. Alright, here we go. I can finally end this episode, because I'm like we're going to day 100, or we're gonna die trying, and we finally did it. Turn the century, reach cycle 100 with at least one living duplicant. Not only do we have one, we have 20 of them, and none of them have died. I'm counting that as a success, and calling it quits, because, oh my god, this is gonna be a lot to deal with. Woo! So I'll see you all next time. Ugh, goodbye.